Okay, Kevin, your box has arrived. We're going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and unpack this, and we're going to look at your watch as received. Okay. All right. There we are. Lovely. That's a very nice looking watch. Okay, good deal. All right, let's get started with a little look here. Skull bracelet. Okay. All right, so first glance, everything looks very clean and very nice. For running, that's good to see. So it is a runner. I'm going to put a little more power into the watch just to keep it going here. It's a beauty. What a great watch. Okay, I'm going to just check it on the time grapher here just to be sure. All right, so this is as received, a little bit of power. Okay, so chronograph on. All right, those are your numbers. Now, we know it needs service, so clearly they're going to be low in amplitude. Normally these watches run in the 250 range, somewhere in there, plus or minus 10 in the amplitude values. You got some beat error, but you know your signal is pretty clean, so that's good. That means we're starting in a good spot. Losing a little time, but you know these are issues that you would normally see in a watch that just needs a good service. So no complaints to start with. So I'm gonna go ahead and come back to the bench here. Okay. So overall, I'm very impressed. I'm gonna go ahead and reset everything here. You got a good crystal, so we're going to leave that alone. You got a nice bezel. Yeah, it looks good. I'm going to run through just the function of the watch. So I'm going to make sure I set your reset values right here, very close to the top, and everything's looks dead on. So that's a good place. Just going to check your time turnover. That's good. Date turns over. Everything's good. Quick set on your. Yep, that's good. Very nice. Okay, so you know we're starting at a good spot. I think you knew that. Case is very clean. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I give it a good once over. Make sure everything's okay. But we'll get you new seals and new things. Looks like it was serviced by a Molay. No date, but certainly service. Okay. Nice clean movement. Everything looks good. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's got typical stuff for a Seiko, but the balance looks like it's pretty good. I'm just gonna run through and just make sure everything's 100%. This should be fairly straightforward. I don't see why there would be a problem. Yeah. So for now, I'm just gonna remove your bands. And so we're dealing with just the watch body itself. Yeah, I don't see any issues. Everything seems to be in good functioning order. Your chronograph works, so that's always a great place to start. Your winding weight is really good. These movements don't have to worry about any rejeweling or jeweling of the arbor, mainspring arbor, because they already have been jeweled. That's to make sure that they're in the right spot. So a little bit of, water intrusion. Your ring isn't quite correct. It looks like somebody has gone ahead and put this somewhat broken, rusted ring on here. I'm not sure I have a replacement in stock. So we'll either go with what you have, which it does work, or we can try and source you one. It might slow us down getting it back to you a little bit, but it's always good to have the proper materials to work with. So I'll look into that and see what we can find. Okay, overall, pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy. It looks like there was some water, but all your sealing surfaces are really nice and clean around here. So that's good to see. Back your case. Yeah, it's got an older kind of a plasticky gasket here, but that's okay. We'll put one that's correct for this on there. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. So clean bill of health so far. Looks pretty good. Going to take a really close look at everything, and we'll get it serviced. Okay, good deal.